And we should be live. Let me see. Oh yeah, I have to adjust my display first. Scale down to full HD. That looks better. And scale the font to... I'm not sure, we won't be in the backend, but still, at least to streaming size. Great, let me check YouTube. We should have a live stream there. Refresh. Where are we at? I don't see. Home. Nothing. Where are we? Going over here. I can actually start running the backend too. Going to videos, and I still don't see live stream. Why so? Why? Are we live? Can anybody? I don't even know how to check if we're live or not. If I'm, I don't see it on YouTube right here. Normally, if I go to either home or to videos, I should be able to see all videos. Should be able to see the live stream right here, but I'm not. There we go. There we are. Now that was more difficult than it should be. Tarzan, yes, you're the first one again. Welcome, hey. You're I think you are the first one to join and the first one to leave, which is totally fine. I always appreciate you having you around as the first one. Co tam? Let's talk in Polish for sure. Co tam u ciebie? Let's remove my wallet and let's go to localhost because we're almost done with the project section. And that was our last stop from yesterday. Oh yeah, now I can copy the live link and post it on Pinstagram. That's the correct one. And then I swipe up arrow. There we go. Let's do it like this. Aha, to prawda. Pewnie wyjdę pierwszy. Zainspirowałeś mnie i zacząłem tworzyć swoją stronę opartą na Vaporze. Hey, that's good. Awesome. So, your own website based on Vapor, if I got it right. How far are you? Or are you just about to start? I love it when people are trying out Vapor or getting into Vapor, when I can influence them or inspire, as you would say, to join the live stream. So I prepared already a video before I started the live stream saying I'm live, because I knew once I'm live I have the link that I can put on and then publish. Bam, done. So that is in place. Let's get to the meat. That's a lot of code, CSS code, just for the portrait. I wonder if we would want to split it into a different file. No. Okay. Let's see. We have Cyber. Hey, welcome to the stream. What's up? Long time no see. 24 hours. What are you up to? Tarzan just told me that I inspired him to build his own website based on Vapor. Yes, correct. I currently created 2 routes in Vapor and 2 sites with example divs, navbar, and HTML and CSS. That's so awesome. It literally makes me smile. Did you use just the Vapor documentation or did you use any tutorial? If you are not part of the Discord channel yet, I can highly recommend that. Plenty, hundreds of super kind people, all super keen to help. So the Vapor channel, if you just go here, Vapor 3, if you have any questions, you can either search and you find already the most asked questions, or you just ask them right away and there's always someone responding regarding general questions, database questions, leaf questions, and whatnot, even random. Even, let's see, do we have Polish over here? Unfortunately not, but you have even random somewhere over there, so you can just randomly talk to guys. And then obviously publication is a super good resource for articles all about Vapor. And alright, enough plugging for Vapor. Nothing much, I need help. I created my username text field through Firebase. I just need to make sure it's only used once. I need help with that. Seems like you're stuck, which is normal, right? During the process to stuck and then at some point unstuck. So I don't know. I'm not able to help you, right? Because I haven't dealt with Firebase before. But I'm sure you are definitely able to solve it at some point. Maybe there is a Firebase Discord or Slack or something like that. I don't know, Firebase Discord channel, or maybe Firebase is, I don't know what it's based. It's just, you know, unofficial Discord channel. Maybe there's even a Discord channel or a Slack channel again, where you can just ask questions, just like there's a Swift Slack or Swift Discord, where people are helping out each other. I can suggest looking for that if you really are stuck. I used your videos and livestream restream to create this. I'm part of this Discord group. Awesome. Hey, great. So you're all set already. We have layout base. So in base we do have project right here. Let's do that. So what we want is say project iOS landscape. Let's create a file. Oh, one sec. Let's say projects. And let's go here, sites, folder, projects, and in here a new file, and call it just iOS landscape. That's it. And from here we can say that project left, this is general. This, however, so we will refactor all of that into an own CSS file. And we can delete this one because we don't need that. And split view this, remove that view, make this one a little bigger. Maybe. Alright, yes please, it's not urgent. I can hit you up on Discord later. What's the Discord? Oh, I didn't mean like hit me up, because again, I have never dealt with Firebase. I won't be able to help you, or I won't really have time. What I meant is to look whether there is specifically for Firebase or some Slack or Discord channel where there's, you know, Firebase people like you who deal with issues like that. Muhammad, what's up? Hey, welcome to the stream. I just heard about Vapor because your video showed in my YouTube. I tried creating app with real-time database to show user location to each other, but I stopped on WebSockets currently. Have you looked into? I have made during a live stream I learned how to implement WebSockets. You can maybe look into that. I didn't finish it in the live stream, but I think if you stop there is a live stream of mine implementing WebSockets. If you haven't seen it yet, just gone done doing groceries, eating some chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream. That sounds great. I just finished. So you're relaxing. I just finished a whole package of Pringles again. Right. So we want to put all of that in here. That is all general. Remove this. We want to have this breakpoint for that, basically. And we want to have all of this. Yeah, we can remove all of that. And put it all here. So that's all general project side CSS. And that is specifically for iOS landscape. Since we included it already, it should not break anything, and it doesn't. And if we look up the code up here, we will see that we do have iOS landscape included and loaded, which, I mean, was already proven by the style being applied. Now that we extracted, obviously save, thanks, we can create another one for portrait. I don't like how. So iOS portrait and just web. And base.leaf portrait and web. Portrait web. Oh, I DM'd Ed earlier today. He said it's not through Firebase. With which flavor Pringles? Salt and vinegar is my favorite. Hey, I liked this one as well, pretty much, like a lot, when I was in Denmark, Copenhagen, but it's also super salty. So I thought, maybe not that healthy. But I agree, it's super tasty. I have had, today we tried something else. Oh, ranch. R-A-N-C-H. I don't know who Ed is. Oh, you mean Eduardo, iOS dev from Instagram? Alright, maybe it's a good hint if he already knows it's not through Firebase. I know that he's working with Firebase a lot. Otherwise, I will check it for sure. Currently, I'm learning more iOS development because I think I'll try to get iOS developer job before holiday. That's a good goal. I like it. Definitely manageable. And hey Martin, good morning from India. Hey AJ, good morning. Welcome to the stream. What are you drinking instead of Fritz Cola? So I have been drinking before Fritz Cola. I have been drinking Dr. Pepper, and I fall back to Dr. Pepper since Fritz Cola is not available in the States. So let's see. Cyber says yes. All right. Going into portrait, let's say we want to have a look at what we've done here and do the same over here. And we want to have two portrait images. And let's use right away Open Recent Social Down. Let's use the iPhone 11 Pro. actually the iPhone 11 Pro. Yeah, it should make any difference, I think. Oh, it should. Let's run it. There's currently in the app, I mean, you can download the app from the App Store, right? In the app, there's currently 19 builds. I don't know why, but there's an issue where the app would crash once you hit the third tab, which should actually show all the profiles, and it just happened. It's not optimized for iOS 13. Interesting. So let's say Martin Lasek. Give me some Instagram handles. What do you have? Oh yeah. For multiple users you need Pro. Let's keep it like that. Also for dark mode. Enable dark mode by purchasing Pro. Let's say we're gonna do a screenshot from this one, and it's not crashing here in the simulator, which is interesting. Maybe all these profiles are not available anymore, that's why the image is loading forever. Let's take a screenshot of that too. And that's gonna be, for now at least, our social down. Oh, see? We need 2 images and our projects are only capable of 1 image URL. We have to think about that. Do you suggest me going through GitHub and looking at people's login code? It doesn't hurt. So what's the issue again? I need help. I created my username text field through Firebase. I don't really understand the question. Where you say you only need it to be used once. Yeah, I don't know what to learn more to get the job. I currently know API requests with JSON parsing, table view storyboards, a bit of programmatical UI, Firebase, Cocoa, puts Git, a bit of core animations. That's already a bunch of things to know if you want to apply for a junior position. You can start with that. What I can recommend is just develop an app and publish it to the App Store. Do that. That's already a killer. Depending on where you're applying for a job, if it's not in the States, I'm sure like this is a no-brainer. Within Europe, or at least I know in Germany, probably in Poland, it's no different. They will launch you because you know already the whole process of developing an app, planning it out, actually finishing it, and then also publishing it. I would say come up with a simple idea and then create the app, publish it to the App Store, go through the process, get rejected, and improve your app so it has more features until it gets accepted. If we have the kind portrait, we want 2 images to be displayed. Or we could keep it simple and say image URL string optional, and then say second image URL, and this is optional. However, this would say it requires nil to be passed into the initializer, and I don't want to do that for all of them in the future, especially. That's why we're just gonna say kind background color, name string, description string, URL string, image URL string, and second image URL string question mark equal default value nil. And now we can say self-kind. Actually, let's do it this way. That's quicker. Done. That way it won't complain anymore, because once we're not supplying a second image URL, it will automatically be nil. So say my username is Cyber. I don't want anyone else having the same username. Oh, that's what you mean. Yeah, so I don't know how Firebase works, where you can, before you insert data, make sure you check against some data from the database. If I would have a backend, that's exactly what I'm doing. For example, Vapor Berlin. I'm not sure if that's public. Projects, Vapor Berlin, the website of it, right? So I do have registration too. Admin user controller, I have registration, and when I register, I say, hey, give me the first username. Oh, one sec, this is not this one, it's this one. I have register, and it says filter or query the user from the user database with the same email that was applied to the registration form. Give me the first result, and if the result is not nil, which says it's given, it means, hey, there's already a user with the same email. For you, in your case, would be username. If not, then here I'll just return, early return, say, hey, error, email not unique. And if it's not given, if it's nil, then I can continue and say, okay, set the password for the user, and then actually save it to the database, create the data set. What do you enjoy more, iOS developers or web development? Good question. I think both equally, because if I would have to do web development all the time, I would not be happy. And if I would have, because at some, like, it's fun, and at some point it just gets, worn out, and then I need a refresh, and I just get to iOS development, and then it's fun, and at some point it's worn out, and then I like to get back to the back end of web development. Frontend is fine too, but the combination of it is like where it's really cool. I like to build, right now I have a client project where I built the iOS app, the API to it in Vapor, and an admin panel in the web on top of that, which means you as a user can use the iOS app, it communicates through the API, and the client itself can log in into a self-implemented admin interface to manage all the user data from there. And so that's really cool, because I have to implement a website, and I have to implement the API and the iOS, and everything in Swift. So we got that, and now we can say we want to have social down 1, right, and social down 2. That's gonna be both of our images. I will improve them later at some point before we deploy, because those images are not really nice to look at. If we look at our sketch, those images are nicer, but I assume I have used iOS iPhone 5s, the iPhone 5s simulator, and therefore the scaling of the image might not be correct. This is longer. All right, let's put it into, let's see, with project images, we have Momoko, that's right. We can delete server sites with, oh, actually, can we? I wonder if this was full H, oh, it's super small. Yeah, we can delete that. Delete that, yes. That's deleted too. Social down, yep. And Vapor Berlin, goodbye, way too small. Yes, I need to buy a developer account and try to do it. Thanks. Currently I was posting my apps to GitHub and I will put my GitHub link with resume before I put some app on App Store. Good idea. And also what I can recommend is get yourself, download, what I would do is make screenshots of your app and also put them on GitHub. Say, might be you're doing it already, just in case you're not. I don't know, right? Because I didn't check your GitHub. But say, given you don't do that yet, what I do is, for example, for the tutorials I write right here, you have the project, and what I do is I have basically the code and the app, but what you can do is just record the app and show your application, or just images. So it's, you write something in your README and you show the app so people can actually get an idea of it based on images. And what I use is, what is Giphy.com? No, Brew something. I think I had an application to create GIFs out of images. Why am I not finding, there we go, the folder. Will I recognize it by the name? I don't think I have it anymore. Is it in utilities? Utilities, no it's not. I might have had it before the new macOS Catalina. I'm not sure if I need MVVM, RX Swift and protocol-oriented programming for junior position. Not necessarily. I mean, MVVM is not, MVC is good, or is already good enough, I would say. Totally. If you have that structure in, you're good. You have an architecture. If you want MVVM, you can just try that out in one of your apps if you develop them. How it feels like, because that will give you new challenges to think about how to solve certain problems. But that's for sure not required for junior. I totally agree with that. Cyber says, sort of understand. All right, Antonius, welcome. You have a very entertaining live stream. Thank you. It's good to hear. You can check it. I have some screenshots. I use Gaizo to give, or Giazo. Yeah, send me your GitHub tag, and I will just have a look. It's interesting. So, we got the projects, the images here, Momoko, and then both social down images go in here too, just in projects, not the layout. There we go. Now we can reference them. We have portrait, we have social down 1, and second image URL social down 2. Run it. Failed. Unexpected. Oh, whoopsie. My GitHub name is Gizdo. Can't post link. Yeah, links are not possible. Nothing fancy there, but I'm learning harder for like 2 months. The reason like you having GitHub is already a good step. Is it? What is it? You, or how does GitHub use that? Martin Lazek. That works. And you have... Oh, it's Q, isn't it? That's confusing. Oscar. And there we go. That's interesting. iBattery, that's cool. That's already something, hey. Really good to do. Alright, I can assume this is one of your learnings. Check cryptocurrency. There we go. I mean, if you have already used the third-party library to display statistics, you are more than prepared for a junior position. So you're at a good track. It's really cool. I like it. It's Q, not G. Yeah. Back at it again right here. Well, let's go to partials, close that, and we want to go to project. Why am I so confused? Projects here. Partials project. So actually we want to go to partials projects. Okay. And what we want to do is say project kind iOS portrait will have right here image, and then if project second image URL, then do that. Let's see. Wow. We see one image. Let's see if we see second image too. We do see both images. Maybe I don't even need the nil check for that. Yeah, both images are displayed. That's good. We still have iOS Web CSS. Whoops, that's not what we wanted. Let's go to base again, and I made a mistake right here. Fix it. Done. No errors in the console, please. Thank you for your opinion very much, and sorry for distracting. It's not a distraction. Don't get it wrong. I think all the others in the chat are curious too about. I mean, we're all one dev community, right? So let's see. Let's get into project.css, and we have a general thing right here where we would say we want to limit that sizing, but it's actually not working. Oh, it's working for one but not for the other, I think. So let's say image and image 2. Thank you. There we go. Just so you know, we can start working, because we are overriding it anyway here. Let's go. So what we want to do is, again, mobile first development, and make it look nice on the mobile phone. Yeah, the frame needs, so we will have some similar stylings for that. iOS portrait. That already gives some spacing, and image container is relative image frame. Yeah. But I actually wonder, we don't need that anymore. Project, yeah, we have this one to be position relative down there. Oh yeah, the images are absolute then. No, exactly, the image clipper is gonna be. So the image clipper is inside. Let me see. It's here. Image clipper iOS portrait. There we go. Yeah, for sure. I need to go to sleep now because when I wake up, I need to learn for Java exam on the university. Have a good night and thanks for joining and talking in the chat. Screw Java, that's too extreme for me. Objective-C is the hardest language I'd learn. Yeah, Objective-C, I didn't even touch that because by looking at it, I was like, I don't really want. Java's easy comparing to Objective-C, I think. I agree. Kotlin is pretty fun because it's similar to Swift. Agreed. Best language are either Python or Swift. Well, yeah, it's all subjective, right? It actually comes down to what's fun to you. When I looked at Objective-C, I was like, that's not gonna be fun for me. Swift, however, was like matching my brain from the get-go, from the first day on. Python, however, Python 3, I think, is all about intentions, and this is like something that throws me off because I'm not used to that. I am sure you can get used to it, but at the same time, I don't want to get used to something. I want to have it feel intuitive. I don't know. Anyway, I know a lot of people, and also Jacob on Instagram, are super Python, huge Python fans, and that's for a reason. Lots of people are liking Python, really. So I don't mind any language. I just have to check my battery. Best language. Adrian, hey, you made it to the stream. Welcome, hi. Okay, charging. So, what's going on here? Since this is absolute, only these images right here are, I wonder, oh yeah, maybe because of the styling. With, say, 100%. Oh, that's the clipper. No. The image frame. Yeah, that's creating some issues right there. So that should be 100%. This is having a fixed height, that's why it's breaking and smaller, but it would break anyway. So we're only supporting 320 and above. So that is gonna be 200. Interesting. 290 still? No. Oh, 290 in height and 262 in width. Still, I know. Let's just say 100% then. It's breaking something. It's pushing. Oh, because we said, why is this container right here not min height? This should be min height. One sec. That one. Height 500 pixel. No, this should be min height 500. So it extends when necessary. and then it should have padding on top and bottom, quite some. Okay, so project, let's fix that. Project should have min height, because in case the content is larger, and then also padding top and bottom, say 30 pixels, left and right we don't need any. So that should give us spacing here and not break anything. So, good night Martin, I will pass my exam and be back on streams in a few days, so I hope streams will continue too. They will, and we will be deep in iOS development then, by then. And good luck with your exams. I think you'll make them. You'll pass them easily. I want to learn Python too, so I can come up with a new way to learn physics and math with Python. Yeah? I mean, go for it, right? This is what I missed in software development for the longest time. There's nowhere really math required if you're not in game development. And then obviously there are some specific fields where you would have math, but for example, if you work for an agency, I've worked for two, I never came across a project where math was required, and so I created this mobile game which asked for math again, and that was fun to implement. I'll be back in 20 minutes. I need to figure out how to do the users BS. Yeah, do that. No worries. You will figure it out. See ya, Tarzan. See ya. So that's floating just right. And the image clipper should be actually 2. We need 2 image clipper. 1 for the left, 1 for the right. So we need to get back into project. And god damn it. So interesting enough, that's gonna be like this. Image clipper 2. So we have image clipper and image clipper 2 and image 2. And we can address them. Bam, there we go. I see you are using VS Code for HTML and CSS, but what language are you using on Xcode? And how can you link both to work together? I'm not linking them at all. So if you are having a project, you can open your project with any editor. You can also use the text editor, right? If I go here, Martin Nosek projects, and then to my website, those are my project files. I just open these project files with Xcode, and I open these project files with VS Code. So in VS Code, I don't go to sources app and say roots. I don't go here. This is a Swift file because I don't like VS Code to be used for Swift coding. Right? It's the same project, but I like it for the HTML part of it. And in Xcode, I do go to app and say roots or so, and then code in here. But I don't go to the HTML part of the project, which is resources, views, and then you see, right, for example, here projects, because you can already see there's no highlighting. I could enable HTML, but it's not that good. There's nothing. So it's the same project, just 2 editors who are opening it, and that's it. Okay, there you go. You can use Python coding to learn physics and math. I believe you can use it for your physics major at a college and university. I've been learning math from Khan Academy. Alright. So image clipper 1, that one, that, yeah, we can just remove all the styling for it and just say image absolute, and then do the same for image clipper 2, but let's hide that for now because we just want to deal with that one first. While I was in Khan Academy and learned math, I've been doing coding while learning math. I am in the fraction part on the pre-algebra. Alright, very math heavy as it sounds. So, when we go higher, this is the first image here, and this is the image clipper. Position absolute, let's say left 100 pixel. Hey, why am I oh, whoops, wrong. Now, left 100 pixel, a little less. Okay, it's not having enough width. Is this image 100 pixel? 100% always, please. The image clipper with this the side. Oh yeah, right. So that is because of Project CSS image. So we can do that. Iris portrait. Image clipper. Let's say 100. That's fine. So I want it from there, not from the general that we're gonna delete in the end. AJ, in your opinion, what skills as a web developer you need for junior positions? It's different from company to company. There will be companies less so. There will be companies in Europe willing to even give you a junior position with no skills at all, but with the pure will of learning web development. There are. And so it starts from there, and then as soon as you start web development, you are a junior. You're just like at the very beginning junior, and then you're a junior, a better junior, whatnot. And then at some point you're a senior. There's no hard line, and every company kind of decides it for themselves, where they will categorize you, and you decide whether you want to go for that company being categorized their way. If you feel like, oh, I'm a senior, and they say you're a junior, you can go to another company and they say, oh, we see you as a senior too, and then you can decide where you want to go. Look at you, partner couple look. We are.
Hey stream.
Hey stream.
Hey stream. Are you almost done?
With that styling,
everything?
I want to finish that styling here, and then that's just gonna be one more template left afterwards. But it's not for today's stream then, because this would take too long.
Oh, so it's not going live anymore?
No, not today.
Tomorrow?
I don't think it will. I don't know, because going live would require a little bit more. Yeah, you know what day today is?
Oh fuck! You guys, I always forget our anniversary.
That's fine. As long as I don't forget our anniversary. 8th. I prepared something, some sweets. And I was like, hey, do you know what date it is? And it's like, it's our anniversary. Yes, it is. Okay, image clipper, let's go. Let's say width is gonna be 100 pixel. let's say 110, and then left is gonna be 100 pixel. Let's reduce that to actually 60, and then 2, 3, 4, 5. That looks good. And then let's say top 10 pixel 20, and obviously overflow hidden, and border radius 50 pixel, not that many. 10 are enough. Yeah, let's do 23. And now let's take all of that. I would always recommend to code in here CSS, right? It doesn't make sense to code it here and then refresh your web browser. So that's gonna be our first image clipper for mobile. Looks good. The second one, the term for the second one, let's see. This one is gonna be with actually similar, almost all the same than this one, except for the, say, right position. Look at this, almost perfect. And then obviously the top position. 1, 2, 3, 2, let's use top 11. Done. Hey Martin and Susie, just dropping in to say hi. Michaela, hey! Good to see you. It's always nice to see, to recognize people from Instagram back. Happy anniversary, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Adrian, yeah, I see. NCC, welcome guys. I didn't know you have a girlfriend. Yeah, I do.
Are you not following me on
Are you not?
Instagram?
So that means you're not following me on Instagram. Who are you? Right, because this is relative. One sec. The image container will relatively expand. Why would it? Oh, because we are on mobile. Ah, God damn it. And we weren't even on the smallest one. Let me think. Maybe we can use percentage for the alignment to the left. Let's see, left is gonna be 10%, less so. So let's say 5%. And if it goes bigger, it's always gonna be 5%, but that doesn't work. I don't like it. Happy anniversary though. First you said that you were happy being single. Yes. And then the special one stumbled into my life. Hello from South Korea. Hey. Greetings from the Tacoma, Washington States. How would we fix that? Let me think. We have a variable. Oh, I don't want to run out of battery. Are we watching Knife Out, or are we watching Star Wars?
No, you can just finish the stream, it's fine.
I would like to go to the cinema. You don't want to?
I would like to as well, but I want you to finish. Everybody is waiting for you to deploy.
I know, but it's gonna happen.
When?
I mean, I will start working on the service tomorrow, obviously. Just not sure if we are gonna be live by tomorrow. But depending on the movie we're watching, I'll have to end the stream in time, because I think Knives Out is at around 9 or something, and Star Wars was at around 10.
What time is it right now?
It's 8.
Just end it whenever and we can plan accordingly. There's no pressure.
Alright. What if you make both items a single image, the background and the iPhone layout? Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to prevent, because then I will always have to create that kind of thing in Sketch and import it. Whereas now I can just create, I have the iPhone simulator anyway, I just create a screenshot, put it in there, done, and it will be aligned automatically, just like this one. I wonder why was I able to say, oh, because it's centered. Let's say this one is centered too. Left, right, margin auto, and heading right. Wow. That's an interesting behavior. It's making the image smaller, isn't it? Because it's keeping it centered. If it's that... Oh, look at this. This works. Hey, we made it. We can keep it like this. Alright. I like that. Okay, so... how long will you guys be in the States? Forever. The current plan is... Thomas Martin, hey! Welcome to the stream. The current plan is... I'm applying for positions in the States as a software engineer and to get a job here. Get employed. Refresh. And do the same over there. And just have right be 0 and left be 160 pixel, for example. Right? Okay, let's position the left one first a little bit better, because I feel this is not perfect. Actually, we can reduce the width a little by 2. And then I'm doing that because of the, status bar. And then top, let's see. Yeah, let's leave it like this. 22. Okay, that's gonna be it for... That's awesome! Yeah, thanks. Let's see how it goes. Just seeing the CSS, have you tried Flexbox? Might be easier for different screen sizes. Flexbox, I mean, we're using Display Flex at some point. No, I haven't extensively used Flexbox more than over the basics to position things. Most of the times actually to center things, not really to layout stuff. But I feel like my Flexbox might be not the right tool to apply the things that we want, because those are fixed positions. And let's do that here again for 1, 2. Actually reapply all of that here regarding, because the width and the whatnot. This one can be 11, this one 160 again, and this one 0, maybe even Let's see. Is that one already perfect? It sorta is. Top can be even more reduced to have this one shine through. Like that. Okay, so that means 9 pixel for top. Looks good to me, doesn't it? Leaving now, have a good one. Michaela, have a good one too. Thanks for joining for the short time. And let's adjust it for the next breakpoint. Pretty, would you have the charger for me? Because I will always adjust this one. It's loose. Remove this one. Or like this. Thank you. Perfect. Now we are charged. That's fair enough. Guess it also comes down if the app is mobile only or needs to scale to PC screens. And best of luck with getting a position in the States. Let me know what the job market is like. Let us know. I will let you know. And yes, I want this one to be fully responsive, meaning from mobile to desktop. Should be a pleasure to look at. Next breakpoint, remove that one. Projects, not needed. iOS landscape, let's get all the breakpoints so we don't have to write them. And remove all the CSS from inside. We are right now at this one, and what we want to do is for image clipper say right, we want to reduce, no, interesting, yes we do, interesting how much was needed. So 106. Image clipper 1 needs just the right overwritten to 106. Like so. So it looks good down here, it looks good here. Oh, we are off by 1 pixel, aren't we? 107 is better. I guess that was what happens when you're living, enjoying life and being yourself and stop worrying and complaining about being single. That's when they come along, and I can see that. I'm for the two of you. Thanks. And yes, this is exactly how it went. Thanks for the support. So next thing is image clipper 2. Oh, interesting. We want no. I did something wrong. We want to actually say that the image now has not a. Why is this one having a fixed width? Yes, of course. We need a new fixed width, which is gonna be 100% instead. Yeah, 100% is fine. from here on. Now we want to adjust, because now we don't have the issue of the images breaking out. So let's remove this one again. Reduce the width. Say right. Like so, 130. Let's do this, and then top one, just 80. Let's see, we are overriding, what are we overriding? The width, top, the right, and that's it. Everything else stays the same. Fine. Cheers! Which positions are you applying for iOS developer? Yes, actually, not only iOS developer and backend developer and frontend developer. Sorry?
Just full stack?
Yeah, basically full stack. So let's see, this one needs to be adjusted towards. Interesting, did the text just change? And we got it like this. That looks good to me. Top can be adjusted like so. And I think that's it already. That is for iOS Portrait Image Clipper 2. Done. Next breakpoint. Now we can see it even better. We're going big again. Like so. Okay, that looks good to me. Image clipper. Done. And let's do that for the second one too. Interesting. We can do that. Hey, where was it?
Here.
All right. iOS Portrait, Image Clipper 2. Just found my sweatpants. My second pair of sweatpants. Hey, sorry I'm late. Ridwick, you're good. No, you're not. Good to see you in the stream. Better late than never. So we got it for 3 breakpoints already. Smaller for mobile. Looks good. And now for the biggest, almost 2 more. This is one. And it's probably just gonna be the same adjustments here and there. So that's gonna be for this. Image clipper with a little bit more. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, that's our style. For the first image clipper. And the second one, message retracted. What did you write? Sneaky. Let's put it like this. Looks good to me. And the last one. The big screen. The biggest. Got it. I know this is actually not that interesting to watch. It's just work that has to be done. And I just do it once. That's the magic about it. I do it once and it will work for all future projects. That's why I'm patient with that work. We got this, and next one. Still can't figure it out. What the frick? Oh, really? Hey, maybe sometimes it's just like, I'm not sure what time it is over there at your place, but sometimes you have to leave your brain think and process it overnight without you actively doing it. And then you wake up and then you get at it again, and then your brain kind of made some progress to help fix it, or a new perspective, give you a new perspective at it. That helps me sometimes, just sleeping, going to bed with the issue. Top. That looks good. That looks perfect. And we are done with the portrait. Look at this. And it looks good at any screen size. And it's reusable. Is Susie a web or app developer? So she studied web development for a few months and then got into different businesses. So basically she paused by the end of last year. Okay, let's see if we can really quick do the last one right here. Which is gonna be this one. I wonder what is gonna be the, I think always full HD. What is the, you know, I don't know what the resolution from here is. It's 223.5, 7 to 440. 880 to 1400. So it's a weird sizing. You should come down to Los Angeles.
You are.
We are actually. We are actually flying in 3 or 4 days to Los Angeles for 4 weeks. I hope that it should be warmer over there. Let's try going with full HD images, if that would work. Vapor Berlin. That's a website I've built for the meetup that I founded in Berlin, where you can log in and register, and then you can create topics and vote, amongst others, what you want to see as a presentation at the meetup, and it's built with Vapor. I think I rebuilt it with Vapor 3, but originally I built it with Vapor 2. Okay, let's get Vapor Berlin in here. Oh, we got it with the shadow. I don't want the shadow. So I do Command Shift 4 and then space for a screenshot, and if I use Option, when I click it, I can do a screenshot without the drop shadow. This one has it, this one doesn't. How much? Oh, it's quite huge too. Let's make it smaller as well. 4 weeks in LA? Wow. Visiting family. Is she self-taught coding bootcamp, or is she learn at college? Oh, she's self-taught. She was teaching herself to code. Optimizilla. Optimize, make it smaller. Without, see, 33, and we don't even see any quality. Reductions. Okay, got this. Are you going to any conferences? I really want to meet you. I can talk about my app much more. I see. Currently, I won't go to any conferences. I mean, I have this own conference, and it will happen at the end of this year. Again, the Server-Side Swift conference. But since I'm applying to a position, and one sec, and I'm developing a client project, and I'm doing the streams, and I'm doing all the other stuff in between too, I won't have really time for anything else right now. My day is pretty packed. But yeah, once I have like a little bit more free time, I will be able to or once I land a job, let's say, this is the number one priority. Obviously, time will free up to spend more time with her, and then also go to meetups, let's say, where developers can meet. Okay. So this is gonna be Vapor. Let's do that for project, and then Vap, projects Vapor. One sec, did I put it on somewhere else? No, it's just Vapor Berlin. Like this. There we go. Let's see if we can get this. This should have... Okay, we can remove the general thing now, because that's our last. Whoops, not this one. General, delete me later is delete me now. There we go. This is iOS Portrait. And we want to have web now. And I think most of that is shared. So that is 100%. Smart move, I think self-taught is cheap, then coding bootcamp and 4 years degree in computer science, web developer and app developer, which you can do without a degree in computer science. I agree. I mean, totally. Developing iOS apps or iOS games is something that I taught myself as well, just from home using Google. And there's no university. When I started studying for 1 year, that gave me a good impression of what I'm learning there. And then I got into the real world and I saw nothing of that applies at all. It was like a super waste of time. Plus, it's just 20% coding and 80% anything else, including marketing and whatnot. I'm teaching myself right now while coding. Yeah, I really like Code with Chris. Yeah, this guy is really nice. We kind of have the same situation here. Let's see. Image container is fine. And now we gotta go to the Clipper. I think we have a similar situation like in landscape. Let's go from here. If I say Vap, see? And now we can say width is gonna be smaller, but we have the issue. Oh, it has to actually the height of it. Where is it? Over there. Let's give it a background of black so we can see it, or let's say red. No, blue, green. Yeah. God damn it, Rumble. I think that's 135 should be good. And then we can adjust the width. Why though? Oh yeah, right. Martin, your dogs are hungry. Stop stealing all the Pringles. Yeah. That's actually not my dog. My dog behaves. Our dog behaves. It's the dog of our roommates. I feel like calc 100% plus 10 pixels. 15? Let's say 15. So web image needs more. We're cropping a little bit off, but I think we should be good. back to image clipper. So height was 137 pixels, I think. Was it less? No, I think it was 137. And then the width can be reduced to just meet that. Yeah, it's fine. And then border radius. We don't need any border radius actually. Not for this one. So that's gonna be for mobile. See, it already applies for that one too. This is just not a full HD image. Oh, one sec. I did it for server-side Swift. Let's do that really quick. Server-side Swift.info. Like so. And that's gonna be server-side Swift. Optimizilla. Throw it in here. Down to 65 kilobytes. Put it on the desktop. Replace. Bam. And fix it over here because this is obviously server-side Swift. And this is Vapor Berlin. Rerun. And refresh. And now it's broken. Server-side Swift. The server-side Swift is missing yet. There we go. Ah, interesting. I didn't see the little gap here. So it's good that we have that image for use. That means margin left minus 8 pixel. No, that will not help. Do you smell that? Do they dog? Let's say it has a bit more height actually. Oh, what we can do is, oh definitely, for web it's gonna be height that is 100%. And then the width is gonna be auto. Why did no one set that? That's gonna be way easier to use here. Since we have an issue with the height, we're gonna orient on that. Which means we're good like so. Let's use that. But also I see that this image is right aligned. But if you want to be a data scientist, I think you do have to go to college, I think. Or computer scientist, then yes, you have to go to college for that. It depends on which positions you are going for. Yes, then you would need to know, hey, is there a college degree required? However, if you want to be a data scientist, the reason why you don't need a college degree for coding, front-end web development, iOS development and whatnot, is because you can actually do projects yourself and prove everyone that you are capable of things. I don't know how that looks like in data scientists. If you can do the same there, then I think you don't need a degree there either. I would like to know how I can actually say padding right, maybe? No. Why is that image adjusted? Margin left. Did you talk to the dog?
Huh?
Did you talk to the dog a little?
No, I heard like sounds. I thought someone was breaking in.
Oh, alright.
So I got scared.
Margin left is our friend here. Image clipper. Okay, so we got this, and it should look good here too, which it does. And we go a little bit bigger, next breakpoint. Some area in coding required college, but if you want to be freelance remote programmer, you don't need college, period. You just need a real coding portfolio and the project that you did. Well, I know that, for example, yeah, I don't know which areas you mean where you need the college degree. Again, the areas that I'm not into, I cannot really tell based on my experience. But as I said, if there is an area where you can do side projects and prove you are actually capable of things instead of by degree theoretically capable of things, then this should always overrule the degree. Alrighty, so let's see, we got the image clipper right here. And we are saying left and right. I wonder why this is not, oh yeah, because this image, I think the image clipper needs 100% from here on. Oh, not image clipper. Damn it, the frame. I mean image clipper 2. It's similar to this one. So frame and image clipper as well. Let's see. %. Like that. needs a new margin left. Sort of centered. Yeah, 35. And the height. Oh, we should have done that first. And top as well. So top is -11. Height is 120 pixels. And that's gonna be like this maybe. No, actually. This way. Right. Let's just keep it at 50 then. That solves our issue already. Cool. So that fixes it for both. And let's go to the next one, which is this one. What was it? Yeah, here. All right. Three more breakpoints, and then we're done. So let's adjust the height first. That sounds about right. And then the image, no. I think the width. It's gonna be 75, and that image right here -80. So it's centered again. Done. Next, Again, height. I think this could be enough. So height is 215. Whoops. And then top is then it's height a little bit more. 17. And 19. That looks good. And now the width. I kind of see a pattern. So I wonder if this is just 125. And then the image itself should be at 23. Do I see a pattern there too? We're just by 5 pixel? No, it was 3, now it's by 5. Okay. Like so. That looks good for both. And the last one is this. And let's just copy all of that over here and see if I can just do that. Height increased by 40, increased by a little bit more than 40. Okay. Let's see, image clipper. $260. And then I think that's fine for top, and actually top can be removed to 22. And do we need to center it a little? Let's say 28, so it's by 5 again. Alright, look at that. We are done with our project page. Whoop whoop. So what we have is templates that would make us add projects easily, be it a landscape project for iOS or portrait or web pages. And it looks good on all screen sizes. Everywhere. Just like that. Awesome. Okay guys, I'm gonna push that code. Add git commit finished project site templates. And I think that's it for today's stream. Yeah, beautiful. Thank you. I think tomorrow what we're going to do is we are going to come up with text for our homepage, like here, for app development, or I will just think about something. Until then, And then we can start looking at the server, setting up the server, the environment for Docker to run and what's not. Okay, cool. Thank you for joining me and also coding along and just chilling together. It looks awesome. Thank you, AJ. I appreciate it. And then hopefully see you in the next stream tomorrow. No, why? You did so much today when I can't even finish one thing. Oh, no worries. That's just, I'm gonna get stuck tomorrow too. I'm sure I'll have to learn new things. Alrighty, guys. Again, thank you for joining the stream. Hopefully see you tomorrow. If not, I mean, I'm gonna stream every evening at 7 p.m. Have a good day. Have a good evening. Have a good night. Talk to you on Instagram or in the next stream. Bye.